Hello everyone, this is Stuff. You're watching Stuff HD, and today I want to talk about scammers online. Now, I know that Christmas is coming up, and I know that a lot of people want a lot of things, and some of those things that people want, like a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, you're not gonna find at a store. You're not gonna find that at a store. I mean, you might. It's very difficult right now, but you could. But yeah, right now there's a lot of scalpers buying up all the inventory for the PS5s, for the Xbox Series X. And yeah, you could find a PS5 technically online on places like eBay or OfferUp or Facebook, but people are asking for a lot more than what it costs. And you know, some people might be willing to pay that much money for it. Like I've heard of PS5 selling for like $1,800, and this is a $500 product. So I'm like, okay. In a way, remember that if you're if you're buying something from a scalper and you're paying a lot more for it, then you're kind of helping the fact that you're paying more, because it's gonna continue happening because they're making a lot of money out of doing this. So the next time some new product comes out, they're just gonna do it. But anyway, this is not about scalpers. This is about scammers, because I know some of you might want to go and buy certain products online, either through Facebook or through OfferUp, Craigslist, and there's certain things that you'll need to worry about when doing this type of stuff. And obviously I'm not going to talk about all of them, because there's a ton of ways that people scam other people. But I just wanted to talk about some of the more popular ones, and basically let you guys know about it so that you're a little bit more careful. I was explaining to my friend Ekis about the different types of scams that are there, and then I was explaining the same thing to my friend Guillermo. So then I was like, you know what, maybe I should just make a video about this type of stuff, because there's a lot of information out there that people might not even know about. So here we go. The first one that I'll start with, which I saw on OfferUp, is I saw this guy that was selling a PlayStation 5, and he's saying he will only accept Cash App, which is a person-to-person cash sending application. It's kind of like a PayPal, kind of like a Venmo, kind of like a Chase Easy Quick Pay, or whatever they call it. Basically, you send money to somebody else using the application. For everybody in Puerto Rico, this is the ATH Móvil. That's like the only one they use. But yeah, Google Pay also does the same thing. But yeah, that's what Cash App is. So this person is selling a PlayStation 5, and they will only accept Cash App, and they will only ship the product. So think about that for a moment. Like, really, think about it. They are going to ask you to send them the money, and then you are supposed to trust that they're going to send you the product. By the way, this is a PlayStation 5 that they're selling for $600. And again, PlayStation 5s online have been selling for around $1,000 or more. So right away, this should be like a huge red flag. Some of these things, you just got to think about it a little bit. Like, does that sound like something you want to do? When you send money through Cash App or any of those person-to-person things, like, there's no protection. You're basically sending money to a friend or a family member. That's what the whole point of these services is. So, if you send the money to the person and they don't send you the product, you can't go to Cash App and be like, hey, I want my money back because he never sent me the product. Cash App is going to be like, well, like, that's not my problem. You sent the money to a friend. Like, that's on you. Another method that they sometimes use is overpayments. So this is kind of a interesting one, because basically they will send you money, and they will send you more than what you were supposed to get. And then they will go ahead and ask for the difference back. So if they were supposed to send you $100, they send you $200, and then they're like, "Oh, I made a mistake. Can you send me back the $100?" So then you send them back the $100 if you're nice. Otherwise, you don't send it back. But either way, chances are that they use either a stolen account or a stolen credit card or whatever to send you the money, which means that eventually that money, they're going to figure it out, and they're going to take the money away from your account. So the $100 or $200 that you had, you're no longer going to have it. And if you actually sent them $100 back, you're going to get charged the whole $200, and they are going to just keep $100 that you sent straight to them from your account to their account. So basically, on that case, you're kind of paying them to scam you. So yeah, that one doesn't quite work out very well either. This next one I only heard about, like I read about it. I don't know that much about the details, but basically, this was a case where somebody bought something and they sent money through, I think it was Venmo in this case, I don't remember. But basically they sent the money, but they sent it in a ton of little payments. And apparently, for whatever reason, this is against the terms of service of that service. So the person ended up getting their product that they wanted, but then the person that got the money, they ended up breaking the terms of service. So then the money was removed from their account and probably sent back to the original person who sent it. I don't know. But that is definitely one of the things that you also have to watch out for. When dealing with PayPal is a bit more secure, especially if you're buying stuff through eBay. Like eBay, they do tend to protect the buyer and the shipper a little bit when using PayPal. But here's the thing that sometimes happens is that PayPal has the ability to also send money as friends and family. So when you send money as friends and family, you're basically doing it like a Cash App or a Venmo, where it is going straight to them. So there's absolutely no protection. Like normally when you buy something through eBay the normal way, as a seller, I have to provide the tracking number, and then the person who bought it from me has so many days after that delivers in order to verify that they got the product, and then only then I get the money. But if you're doing friends and family, like the money goes straight to the person, and then there is no protection at all. So like if you don't get the product, well, again, just like Cash App or some other service, they're gonna tell you like, well, tough. Like that's not how you were supposed to do it. Another very popular one is and this one had, they try to, every time I list anything online, they try this one on me. They come like, "Oh, is this available?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Oh, how much is it?" Which right there, I always know, okay, this is probably a bot or something, because the price is in the ad. So if you read the ad, you should know how much it is. But I go ahead and I'll tell them, it's 500 or whatever. And then they're like, "Oh, I'll pay you 600. And right away I know, like, okay, this is BS. Because right after they say, "Oh, I'll send you 600, then comes the whole, "See, I need it for my son's birthday, but I'm on a work trip, so I need you to ship it to this other place." And that you should always, always, always avoid. Don't ever do that. Be it on eBay or wherever you're doing it, don't, because that is always a scam. They are either using a stolen credit card where you will get the money that they promise you. You'll send the product, but again, the money will eventually get taken out of your account because it was used, it was a stolen credit card or a stolen PayPal account or something like that. Or if it's through eBay, the fact that they're telling you to ship it somewhere else, that means that you're shipping it to a place that is not their address. It's not their address on eBay. So that means that when they receive the product, they're going to go on eBay and they're going to say like, "Hey, I never got the product." and you have absolutely no way of proving that you sent the product because you sent it to an address that is not their address. So once again, you're SOL. Like, the eBay is not going to help you there. So basically, there's a ton of different ways that you could end up getting scammed, selling online, buying online. I'm not saying don't do it. I am saying just be very careful. Like they always say, if something sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. You should probably avoid it. Now, if you can meet somewhere in person, do cash. You might even want to take one of those markers to make sure that the cash that you get is legit. Always meet in a public place. Very often, I don't know right now with COVID, but very often a police station is a good place to meet at. I usually do like a parking lot, like I have a Best Buy nearby, so I'll do like the Best Buy parking lot or something like that. Something very public. And for sure, whatever system you're planning on using, just research the different forms of scams that are going on. That way you are prepared for that. Because, last thing, especially during the holidays, you don't want to pay somebody $1,000 for a PS5 and not actually get anything. Oh, there's another one that even when doing the person to person, sometimes, very often, I see people selling stuff that they are like, oh, it's sealed. This happens a lot with like iPhones. Like it's sealed, brand new in the box, sealed. Okay. So they specify the fact that it's sealed. Okay, but then that means that you cannot open it. They're not going to let you unseal it just to see what's inside with the promise that you'll buy it if it really is an iPhone. And if they're willing to do that, then great, go for it. But the simple fact that they advertise the fact that it's sealed, they're trying, to me that's fishy. Like, okay, if I can't see the product before paying you, then I don't want it. As I mentioned before, with eBay, it is safer, but it is still safer to buy stuff on eBay than it is to sell stuff on eBay. Like I mentioned with the address thing. If you are provided a bad address and you end up selling it to that address and then they start claiming that you never sent it to the right place, that could be an issue. And you can open up a ticket with eBay. They will do an investigation. You definitely want to have proof of every single thing that you did in order to help your case, because very, very often eBay tends to, just go with the buyer in this case. So that is definitely something to watch out for. One of the things that's actually pretty important in those investigations is a signature from the buyer. And this is where a lot of times I get stuff from eBay, but then they require a signature, and I absolutely hate it because, that means that the mail person is not just going to leave it there. But this is why, this is why they require the signature. The thing that kind of sucks is that, I've had things that require a signature, and the person doing the delivery, they don't really care. They're like, oh, just, scribble something on there. So then you scribble whatever. Well, that doesn't prove, like, as a seller, like if that was my item that they were getting and all I get is some scribble, like how am I going to prove to eBay that is actually their signature? Like that makes no sense. But then there's nothing that I can actually do there, and really there's nothing that eBay can do about that either. Like they can't force the delivery person to care. So yeah, this holiday season, and always whenever you're buying stuff online, just be careful. Do some research. Don't just look at the shiny object and go like, oh, I must get that. Do the research. Be careful. Don't ever go meeting people by yourself. Always go with somebody else. Again, always in a place with plenty of people, plenty of light also. Like I have this rule, I never go meet up people when it's dark. That's just common sense. I know with services like OfferUp, they do have some verification. So if you're buying from somebody that says it's a true member verified or whatever, and they have a decent amount of reviews and they still have a decent amount of good stars, and that's probably a pretty good, safe buy. So that is one of the things that I look for. Like whenever I'm about to buy something from somebody or somebody's trying to buy something from me, I look to see like on OfferUp, I'll see if they have any stars. They don't let you actually write reviews, but they let you rate the person, but only after after the person has confirmed that they sold the product to you, then you're able to rate how your experience was with them. So if they were scammers and they scam you, they're just not going to confirm that they sold it to you. So that kind of sucks. So that's where if you only see like one star, like one review, then, or they just barely made the account, probably best to kind of stay away. If you see that the person that you're buying from has been a member for a long time, they have a decent amount of reviews, then, it's probably safer. Same with Facebook Market. Whenever I get a message from somebody who wants to buy something from me, first thing I do is I stalk them. Like I'll check the Facebook profile and see like, oh, is this a profile that was just recently created, or does it seem to have some history in it? And that kind of stuff helps. All right, well, that is all I wanted to talk about on this video. Again, just whatever platform you plan on using, just do some research. Nobody wants to get scammed, and especially during Christmas. Like, that's money that could go to a PS5. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Let me know. Let me know if you have been scammed, or let me know if I missed any big ones that you know about. I'm sure I did. But yeah, if you put them down in the comments, then it might help others. All right, now I'm out. Y'all take care. Bye.